Welcome back to A Toda Madre. It's your boy Ranas here giving you the most anticipated movies of 2026. ¿Cuáles son las que me interesan más? ¿Cuáles son las que va a decir esta? Which one do I want to pay? Which one do I want to go for it? Now, obviously, there's some that are peak interest and some that are not peak interest, but it's all the same. These next 10 movies out of like 20 that I want to see, but these next 10 movies are the ones that I'm like, I have to go see because I have to go see. Right. So that means that I am not going to list them because it's kind of pointless. Because even last year that I put one, sometimes they get pushed back. At least two of them got pushed back, which I have to put them in this list. And because of that, I'm going to give you two honorable mentions because I did push them in this list. The first one that I pushed back, no, sorry. The first honorable mention is Ready or Not 2. Ready or Not 1 was a very shocker. It was very interesting. It was like, what the hell's going on? It was different and I like the take. And now that I know what I'm going into, I'm only excited. That's an honorable mention. If it wasn't for these next upcoming movies, this would definitely be in my top 10. The other one's Clayface, the DCU Clayface. It's going to be a hard thing. I don't know what's going to be the rating, but Clayface on a very hard genre on the DCU piques my interest. Like I'm interested. Oh, I totally am. However, it comes down to the tone. If they're gonna go like the Superman tone, you know how I felt about it. So here we go. The next one, number 10. Like I said, I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna list them, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Number 10 is definitely one of my favorite spoof movies of all time. And just by saying spoof, you know where I'm going. The Wayans brothers with Scary Movie 6. Obviously, the original Scary Movie 1 and 2, one of my favorite spoofs of all time. It was from my time era. And obviously, with Marlon coming back, and I believe everyone else is coming back, the originals. But I'm just talking about the creative team. If they're all back, we can have something special. We can have something special. Number 9, here's the first one that I said I got pushed back. I like I'm interested, and that's Michael, the Michael Jackson biopic. The reason that I'm interested is because the director's great, Antoine Fuqua. But how can I say it? I just feel like a Michael Jackson movie is gonna be really hard to make, and that's why it's slow because the music obviously it's gonna be his voice, right? It's not gonna be the actor's voice, but just to take it all into absorption in a 2 3 hour long movie, and you know how they are. It's usually a little bit of the young story, then they go on their arc, and then the end story. Like we don't really get complete biopics anyway. Like we just, I don't know. I feel like they don't do biopics good anymore for music artists. It's like a big flash and that's it. Like here you go. Here's their discography. Have fun with it. That's how I see it. Number 8. This one's a sequel or I believe a trilogy. Evil Dead Burn. Evil Dead 1. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I was kind of mad that it was a sequel, not sequel, reboot, not reboot. I don't know where it belongs. I haven't read much into it to see what it is. But then when Evil Dead Rises came out, I was like, oh shit, I like that one. I actually loved that one. I was really into it. I liked it. And now we're getting Evil Dead Burn. It's going to be a new director from what I know. But that doesn't stop it from being, from piquing my interest. Because if I like part 7 and I liked if I liked Evil Dead and I liked more Evil Dead Burn, I mean Evil Dead Rises, I should like Evil Dead just as much. Evil Dead Burn, I should like it just as much. The the demons and all that, the design, all that, that's great. Don't get me wrong. They can only go upwards, and if it goes downwards, number 7. This one again was supposed to be released in 2025. It made my list, and now it got pushed back to 2026. Will it be good? I don't know. Will it be bad? I don't think it can be bad. Mortal Kombat 2. I don't think it can be bad because if they, even if it's a bad movie, if they keep the fighting sequence and the gore, you're great. You're great. You're great. But but if you don't give me gore and the action sequence suck and the acting is bad, what are we doing? You have one shot to make this right. You should make it right. Make it count. Make it count. Mortal Kombat 2. I seen the trailers. I seen everything. I'm in. I'm in. That's why I made my. That's why I made my most anticipated list. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. Number six. This one comes out on Netflix. Oh, that's the other difference between Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. Mortal Kombat 1 came out in HBO Max when it was COVID time, so we got to see it on TV. Now we get to see Mortal Kombat 2. And if it's a tournament, even better. That's gonna be on theaters, and I'm definitely not gonna miss it. Number six, The Rip with Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Usually, when you get Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, you get a great movie. Usually, when you get Ben Affleck and Netflix together on a serious crime drama, it's a great movie like Triple Frontier. Usually, when Ben Affleck does his little crime dramas or action thrillers, we get a kick ass Ben Affleck. And I'm all in. And that's one of the reasons because the last time he was on Netflix, he was great. And when he does crime dramas, he is great. And I'm in it to win it. I am there. The Rip, Netflix. This one actually comes out next weekend. So that's awesome. That is awesome. That'll be the first one out of the book. Number cinco. Number cinco is Werewolf. Werewolf. Why is Werewolf so up high when the other werewolf that came out last year that was also my anticipated list and it made it to my worst movies of the year is the same reason that I was brought in, right? When I saw The Invisible Man, I was hyped up. I'm like, they can't do no wrong with Werewolf, and they did me wrong. For Werewolf, for this one, is the guy who that brought you Nosferatu, is the guy who brought you The Lighthouse, the Viking movie, and The Witch or The Witch, right? He can get down gritty. He can give you this not toxic, but terrifying creepness on Nosferatu. That if he brings that style to Werewolf, if he brings that style of the Witch in here, if he brings the greeniness, the griminess, the dirtiness of the Viking movie, The Northman, probably number one of the year already. Probably number one of the year already. Why? Because Nosferatu was number one. This is the thing though. When I had Nosferatu up there, my anticipated, I still didn't have a channel, but when I wanted to see it, I was all in because I wanted to see that. I know what this guy brings, but I also know for me, I didn't like the Northman. It just felt boring at times. Nosferatu was great. The Witch I liked. Northman was kind of like a letdown. I didn't see the Lighthouse, but between those three movies, I'm like, I am intrigued for Werewolf, and that's why it's at number five for those sort of reasons. And of course, I like the other four better because of the story that it brings, because of the source material. That's the only reason why Werewolf is at five. It's a safe spot for five. And if it's just as good as Nosferatu, like I said, it might be number one. Number four, I know I don't have a poster of him up here. I know that. Just know that I'm a big, giant fan of Ghostface. Scream 7. This one comes out in February. Check them all out. Check out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But don't get me wrong. How further can this franchise go until it hits rock bottom? Because part three was kind of bad. Then part four was good. Part five was better. And then part six was, oh. Can part seven bring it up, or is it gonna go? Oof! I know that they're bringing the original. Neve Campbell's back, the original cast. I believe Courtney Cox is back, but how much are we gonna rely on that? Or am I gonna get some bullshit ass? I know what you did last summer, which I don't want to fucking see that. So don't even fucking give me that shit, and just keep it to Neve Campbell as the good girl, final girl, whatever you want to do. But how much are we gonna write on Neve Campbell? That's the main argument here. Or are we gonna keep it fresh with some new ones? I'm hoping we get fresh. I don't want to see Neve Campbell as much as I like her. We don't need to see her again. We were doing just fine with the other two, and I know that we're getting a whole new cast. I also heard that Matthew Lillard's back. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, number three. This one written by Tarantino, directed by David Fincher, starring Brad Pitt in The Adventures of Cliff Booth. Tarantino has wrote three movies that he has not directed. Fortunately for me, I have watched all three and I have loved all three. For me, True Romance, Natural Born Killers, and From Dusk Till Dawn. When I want to rank these three, written by Tarantino, usually From Dusk Till Dawn is always my favorite. For one sole reason, it's a vampire movie. Then it's True Romance because it does feel more Tarantino style. It does feel more like a Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction type of movie. While Natural Born Killers, you can kind of see the twist that they not the twist, but the tone, right? From Dusk Till Dawn was written by Tarantino, directed by Robert Rodriguez, another one of my favorite directors growing up. True Romance was directed by Tony Scott. No, a great action guy. He's the one who brought freaking Man on Fire, Top Gun, all those fun movies. And then, of course, Natural Born Killers was directed by Oliver Stone, who brought you movies like The Doors and all that stuff. Now, David Fincher, the director of Panic, the director of Alien 3, the director of The Case of Benjamin Button, the director of Gone Girl, the director of Fight Motherfucking Club is gonna be directing this movie and written by Tarantino. Woo! Now, can you say that maybe Fincher has lost his touch and he hasn't hit something as good as Fight Club or The Curious Case of Benjamin Button? I believe Gone Girl was still good. The Killer, to me, was very underrated. I'm a perfectionist when nothing goes perfect, and he has anxiety. That was pretty fucking cool. Yes, I am excited. I am excited for this one. It's up there as three. It, if it's what I'm thinking, if it's just what I'm thinking, again, we might see another number one, number two. Brad Pitt was literally in one of my favorite movies this year. From 2024, 2025 on 2024, he had Wolves, and that was my second favorite movie of the year. And then F1 was my second favorite of the year. Can this year be the year that he gets number one in my list? I don't know. We'll see. We still have two other ones. Number two, number two is none other than The Odyssey. I will say this: I'm not a big super fanatic of Christopher Nolan. No, I'm not. It is what it is. I have my opinions about him. If people don't like it, that's their thing. You guys know how I am. Sometimes I like some good shit. Sometimes I like some nasty shit, and sometimes you're like, "How the hell did that make it to top 10?" Right? One of the reasons why I'll say The Odyssey. The Odyssey, I probably had it in my honorable mentions. Like I didn't really care for it. But when I saw that 5 minute clip, and then I heard that it was all shot in IMAX, and that 5 minute clip on IMAX, when I saw it, how my hair raised and all that, I'm like, I'm sold. But I believe I only have to watch it as an IMAX. If I don't watch it in IMAX, I have a feeling I'm not gonna enjoy it. That's my personal opinion. It should be a great epic, as the Odyssey is a great story. Nolan is a great director. For me, he's a bad. He sucks at directing action sequences. That's one of the reasons why I don't hype him up as much. But he's a great storyteller. That I'll give him all the time. But when it comes to action, I'm sorry, my man, my guy, you're not there for me. And it's my taste. Number one, obviously, you guys know already. You guys know already. What's the point of me saying it? Avengers Doomsday. Well, I'm gonna say it. Avengers Doomsday. I literally said it in my clip. One of the reasons that I'm not, I said it for a year already. It is RDJ. I don't care about him. I don't know if if his voice is gonna sound different than Tony Stark, or if it's gonna sound robotic, or if I just And then I got the Thor one trailer. I got the Steve Rogers trailer. We got the Wakanda meets Fantastic Four. It's not hyping me up, except for the X-Men freaking trailer. That's when we start cooking. That's when we start doing it. That's how you hype me up. Not with these two, but then again, maybe because the X-Men movies were shitty. We're not shitty. I'm not gonna give them two shit, but you know what I mean. And when you just see Cyclops full vest, full suit mode, throwing his freaking optic blast, yeah, man, I'm sold. Let's do this. Will it be number one though? I don't know. At the moment, in my head, if I want to be honest, it's gonna be between Werewolf and Cliff Booth because that's my style of movies. Yes, a horror movie might make it number one again, beating out Brad Pitt again. Can that happen again? Maybe it is Doomsday that they knock it out of the park, and I'm like, oh shit, Robert Downey Jr. did not feel like Robert Downey Jr. Or sorry, Robert Downey Jr. did not act like Tony Stark. He acted like a brand new character. Or it'll be the Odyssey, and I'm like, oh goodness gracious, wowsies. Or maybe a Scary Movie 6. Why the hell not? Why the hell? Anyone can be the victor for next year. Maybe none of these make it in my top 10. We never know, and we shall see. But anyways, people, what movie are you looking forward to the most? Comment down below. Hit that like, subscribe. But anyways, you guys have a good night, a good morning, and a good evening.